All right, so it's the next day after the brew day with me and Andy, and we forgot to do last night after we get done brewing a comparison of our 1 year old extract chocolate stout, over a year old, that we had a couple bottles left, and compare it to the all green chocolate stout that I brewed February 3rd that you saw the review on a couple of I guess about a week ago, or this past week. So here is, I poured it up 5 minutes ago. This is the all green chocolate stout. Sorry, this is, there we go. A little bit, let's try to get that. There it is. The head's pretty good. It's been about 5 minutes, you can see. And there's the color, very nice dark. I've given you the review on this, so you know what that's at. Here is, I just poured rather aggressively, too aggressively, the extract stout. As you can see, it's brown, the chocolate stout, so it's more brown. Certainly wasn't as good for us when we were brewing. This was one of our first brews we did, and there is a ton of sediment at the bottom, so we weren't cold crashing, we weren't using Warloff tablets, we weren't filtering this in any way, so to speak. So there is a bunch. You probably you may be able to see. Can you see that? Look at that. That's a bunch of sediment at the bottom. Ton of head. I guess we used probably too much priming sugar. I mean, and I took off the cap, it burst. So there's that. So side by side, all grain, brewed last month out of my K grader. Extract, brewed over a year ago. There's the difference. All right, extract, all grain. Color's not bad though. I mean, they both sort of look the same color-wise. The all grain here, as you can see, is a little bit more black. This is a little bit more brown, as you can probably see there. More black, looks like a traditional stout. More brown, almost like a brown ale. The head on this is a much different head. It's very frothy, big bubbles. This is the extract. It's staying. As you can see here, it's staying, but it's certainly not as big. I can't get the camera down to it. Small bubbles. Totally different grain, but I mean, this is extract grain. So here is the one I just brewed, the all grain. You've seen it. Amazing mouthfeel. Chocolate up front. Vanilla. I've given you the review on it. Really smooth, really good. 5.5%. I haven't had this in a year, so I don't know what. I remember when I first did this, there may be a review on my channel of this. It was a bit sort of, just didn't have that mouthfeel. It was sort of flat, no, not flat in the sense of carbonation, but didn't have a lot of flavor to it. It was sort of just light, and you didn't expect that with a stout. Maybe it's aged better. I used cocoa nibs with this, and chocolate cocoa powder in the boil. No vanilla. Even the smell on this, the yeast, I'm not sure what yeast we used, but it just smells a little bit off. You can tell we weren't great brewers back then. We're still not great brewers, but we didn't really know what we were doing with the extract. Doesn't smell chocolatey at all. Yeah, again, this tastes like a brown ale to me. It's okay. You get like copper tinges to it. I don't taste any chocolate at all. And for a chocolate stout, you would think you would be getting that after a year. It certainly would come out even more. I mean, this is just, I hate to say it, it's kind of horrible. That's not horrible. It's just, it doesn't taste like a chocolate stout. I mean, the nose doesn't smell like a chocolate stout. Smells like a ale almost. Well, it is an ale. A stout is an ale. It smells like a fruity tinge to it. I don't know if that's the yeast we used. I can't remember what yeast we used. Mouthfeel is very light, not full-bodied at all. No chocolate at all. Now, go back to the all grain we just brewed. Awesome. Wow. See, I guess you do learn. The more you brew, the better it gets. This is also all grain, and you know, we used 8 ounces of unsweetened cocoa powder in the boil, and then threw in 2 whole vanilla beans in the secondary, and kind of use better equipment, use Warloff tablets, cold crash to, you know, kind of know a little bit more about what we're doing, and it produces a much better beer. So you can see as you first start out, which is interesting here, extract, all grain, a year and a half, 2 years now worth of brewing and all, kind of understanding it a little bit more better when you first start out. When we first did this, I think we all thought it was pretty good. Trying it now, I think we were all just a little bit biased and jaded maybe. It's not a chocolate stout at all. However, we did have a really cool, that's me in my 8th grade graduation. Check out that awesome gray suit. We called it, this is for my 40th birthday, we kind of bottled it. Bring back Sexy Back Chocolate Stout. My friend Andy, who brews with me, you saw him yesterday. He put that label on there for my 40th. Pretty sweet, huh? Look at me with hair. That's me in 8th grade many, many years ago. Anyway, so that's the review. Our 2015 chocolate stout, that was an extract. I would give this a C- if best, just because we were so new at brewing. It's drinkable, but I'm not even gonna finish that. This I will. The extract, the all grain chocolate stout from February 3rd. Anyway, review, last video you'll see. Full review of this, but it smells so good. Anyway, just thought that would be an interesting review. Wanted to get it up. Kind of shows you how you progress from starting out brewing to where you are now. It gives you kind of a good idea that you're at least making progress. Again, I'm relatively a new brewer, so it's good to see that what we were doing over a year and 4 months ago, has certainly been improved by doing more and more and more brewing and getting better equipment and transitioning to all grain. Not that you can't do good beers with extract, because I fully believe you can, but it gives you a bit different profile, I think. And it's good to see we're doing it. So the brews from yesterday are fermenting after 12 hours, really good. That's a good sign. Temperatures this time, we're gonna make sure they're in the range we want. And we will have a full review of both beers this time for you to see probably in about 2 weeks. But anyway, cheers guys. Hope you're having a great Saturday, and until next time, see ya.